Hi Pisces, Bailey B here with another intuitive reading to help you explore your subconscious and see what's going on. Thank you for being here. I intend for this reading to give you something fascinating to think about. I hope you can check in with your own intuition to see what's resonating with you, and whatever's not resonating, just leave it behind. It's a general reading and not everything's going to resonate. Hope you can use that information to lead you to more safety and fulfillment. I need more likes and subscribers, so if you're enjoying the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. One of my first 500 subscribers will win a 60-minute reading with me, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to meet one of you. First today, I'm going to pull out an animal spirit card for you, Pisces, from The Wild Unknown by Krans. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but I'd like to give it one more stir. What spirit animal is Pisces vibing with today? Spirit animal is Pisces vibing with today? Spirit animals. The oyster. The first one that came out was the octopus. Awesome. That's a fun underwater theme going on. Although there are different elements here, the oyster I think maybe is an earth element and the octopus is water. Let's check it out. Okay, so the oyster and the octopus are both water signs. The octopus is reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. Interesting. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind, paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm, and it may be a very old habit to change. So I definitely know that that's true for us Pisces. We're so caring and giving and sensitive oftentimes that we tend to entwine ourselves in other people's business because we want to help. We want to do the best we can for others, but sometimes it's not the healthiest for us, right? So when in balance, the octopus is interested, engaged, and intelligent, which I know we all are. When out of balance, we can be needy, clingy, or lack courage. So to bring us into balance, we need space to ourselves. And the other recommendation is talk therapy. I'm obviously not a doctor, so obviously use your own intuition with these things, but that's the recommendation in the book. I think that, honestly, that's a really good lesson for us Pisceans to keep in mind, is that sometimes it can actually be hurtful to others when we try and overgive or overhelp, I guess. The oyster is also water energy. Patient, secret keeper, and hiding inner treasures. So both of these are related to our relationships, Pisces. The focus, determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? That is something that we've been asking in a lot of the readings lately, huh, Pisces? The world is waiting to see. So when in balance, the oyster feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, we can feel reluctant, gripping, or tend to clam up. So to bring that into balance is to share something. It's super interesting that we pulled both those cards, Pisces, especially the oyster card, because we've been talking lately about something that you're kind of cooking up within yourself behind the scenes, and you're maybe protecting it from others, protecting it from outside criticism, which is always a really good thing to do in the early stages of an idea or something that you're like, you want to protect the original flame for as long as you can until you're ready to take it out into the world. But at some point we do have to take it out into the world. We can't just sit on it forever. I think as Pisceans, because we are we have that dark side and the light side, and we can feel others' emotions, and we become like rejection sensitive. So to avoid rejection, we end up kind of not showing people what we're really capable of. We'll hold those ideas in almost until they pass us by, or it's not, I don't ever really think it's too late for anything. That's my personal belief. But I think we definitely dim our light sometimes because we are afraid to show people our true gifts. So maybe that's the best way to let go of this clingy octopus energy if it's weighing you down a little bit. Instead of focusing on others and encouraging them and focusing on their gifts, I think it's time for us to focus on our gifts, Pisces, and really use that determination and that drive that we have, and actually use it for ourselves in our own personal projects. So that's the energy I'm getting so far. This is the Tarot del Fuego deck by Ricardo Cavolo. So we'll pull up some tarot cards now. This is here for Pisces and their relationships. What is going to benefit Pisces and their relationships coming forward? The Knight of Pentacles. What is going to benefit Pisces and their relationships? One more. Okay. The Hierophant. The Moon card. The Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Ooh, and the Ace of Wands on the back of the deck. So this is a confirmation, Pisces, that the Ace of Wands is the idea that we've been given from Divine that tells us what we are meant to do in the upcoming weeks and months and years. It's hidden what's on the back of the deck, so clearly it's something that we haven't been prepared to share with others quite yet. And like I said before, I think that can be okay, especially in the beginning stages when you're just trying to figure things out. But at some point, we have to make the decision to move forward and show our light to other people. So let's start here with the Knight of Pentacles. What I'm getting with this Knight of Pentacles is that you've been doing a good job, Pisces, of controlling your finances, juggling what you need to juggle. I think the advice here is to not expect this thing that you're trying to share with others to make you money immediately. I'm getting the advice, I'm like hearing the advice that it would be good to hold on to your, quote unquote day job for as long as you can. It seems to me like you might need the stability, even maybe just mentally speaking, if you don't need the financial stability, which I think most of us do. But it'll be important for your worry mind to know that you have a safety cushion, and I think that is what's going to help give you more courage to actually focus and follow through on this new idea that you've got cooking, because it's not like you're not putting all your eggs into one basket or all your pearls into one oyster. So that's the advice I'm getting here from the Knight of Pentacles. It can also mean don't focus on, just making pentacles with this project. It could just be like a hobby or a passion project that you're meant to share with the world. And if you're just constantly thinking about how is this going to bring me profit, you're not going to be able to come up with the best idea. I think, thinking about like how can I monetize this sometimes holds back our ideas, when we really should be true to the idea in its purest form, and that's what actually ends up bringing financial success towards us. So it's not necessarily planning ahead for financial success that brings it. It's being true to the original idea and going for it, even if you think it's a little bit odd, people might not understand, or whatever it may be that you're worried it might not like bring you that financial stability right away. It's okay. It doesn't have to. That the point is to get the idea out and to bring it out into the world, and then let it go and see what happens from there. So a good way of doing this, if you're feeling a little bit hesitant or unsure of the timing of releasing your idea, or you need to fill in the gaps a little bit more, maybe you've reached the end of your rope in terms of like your strengths and abilities, the Hierophant here is telling me that it's always appropriate and always beneficial to look to other experts for ideas and advice, whether that's just like free advice on YouTube where you're looking things up and trying to gather extra information for this particular project or thing you're writing or this art you're making, even if it's just like a new health routine that you're exploring, whatever it is that like you're kind of doing behind the scenes, it feels like you need to look to other texts, look to people who have come before you that are have done things similar to what you're trying to do. There's always great advice out there as long as you just search for it, in books, in your friends, in your elders if you're lucky enough to have them. There's always obviously sort of a spiritual aspect to the Hierophant, but it's more about like the rituals, the history, the tradition of that spirituality that the Hierophant represents. So it's more of like education and learning about past knowledge for whatever you're seeking right now. Next we have the Moon, which is a card of intuition. It's Cancer, sometimes Pisces energy. I'm getting us here with these fish, the dual fish, and then we've got the crab, which represents the Cancer in the middle. This particular moon card has the two dogs, the wolf and the dog, actually connected into one body, which I love that concept, because we are all sort of those two things, like the wild feral us and then the domesticated culture, like social us, that is all in one body. I don't know if you guys ever watched that cartoon Cat Dog when you were young, or just maybe you like adult animation type stuff, but that's what it reminds me of. They were two different personalities like stuck in the same body. And Pisces, we know that really well, right? We can contain multitudes. We have like dark Pisces and light Pisces. We can swim around in the ocean of emotions, and things are a mystery sometimes, and it's okay to feel like we're living in a mystery. We don't have to have all the answers just to move forward. I, in particular, am an overthinker, so it's hard for me sometimes to let go and make decisions to move forward when I don't have a lot of answers or information. But I know a lot of times Spirit and who I look to calls me to move forward before I'm ready. And it's easier said than done, I know, but sometimes that's the whole lesson, is that we make the step forward without the confirmation that we're definitely we definitely know where we're going, and that's where the magic happens. Like when we allow life to unfold and trust where it's going, and just stay open to opportunities, even if we might know them now, not know them now, we can get better at recognizing them when they do come to us. So I think this is sort of a nod to your intuition, Pisces, and asking you to trust your intuition and be okay with not always knowing the answer like as a solid fact, but just knowing that you feel it internally. That's enough. The Knave of Swords in this deck, I love this card. For some reason, I feel like I have like a personal kinship with it. I see this cave here as sort of like the shelter you build around yourself that you kind of hide in when you're younger, before you're really exposed to the world and like everything that it has in it. And I see this person here using their emotions and their words. Swords in the tarot typically represent like communication, words, truth. So here they're using their like super powerful emotions. I see anger on one side, or just, you know, like forceful clarity, and I see tears on the other side, mourning, sadness, and they're blindfolded. So like the theme here is that we can't always necessarily see what's in front of us. We are using our emotions as tools to speak the truth, even just to ourselves, and to break down these barriers that we don't actually need anymore. They served us when we were young, when we needed to be more protected. But now that we're here, Pisces, we're learning, we're reading tarot, we're growing spiritually and emotionally. These, walls that keep us caved and like, not caved in, but not even trapped in, because it's like a super comforting feeling, right? To be in your warm cave and to feel protected, but it doesn't help us interact with others. It doesn't help us bring our Dharma into the world. It doesn't help us show everyone our beautiful abundance and our art that we can create and contribute. So what I'm seeing here is that even without seeing exactly what's in front of you, without having all the facts or all the information, you are using your truth, your words, your emotions, your intuition to help you break through these old barriers so that you can prepare yourself to bring this idea out into the world, that others really desperately need to hear. So overall advice that I'm seeing here is that it's time to stop focusing our precious energy and that beautiful compassion that we have, Pisces. Stop focusing it on others and really turn it into ourselves, and start preparing to show the world this pearl that we have inside, because we do have determination like the oyster, and we do have an amazing idea here that is going to help people. It's going to like add to what the world needs right now. The world needs people like us, Pisces. And so when we have that divine idea coming through, oh, look, behind the divine idea is the Queen of Pentacles, the most abundant and safe and comfortable energy in the deck. Maybe you save like the Empress, but the Queen of Pentacles knows how to create monetary and physical success in their world. And I see this as an elder in this particular card here. This person is wise. She is very learned, has gone through a lot of different phases, and has come out the master of her finances, and has all of these sea creatures that have amazing skills and gifts here supporting her. So that's what we're going to be expecting to grow into, Pisces, after we're getting clear on what this idea is that we're supposed to share with the world. I see the Tower card peeped out here too, so there might be some big changes coming towards you soon, especially if you decide to move forward and show the world your idea and your gift, your art that you're here to give to everyone else. And obviously in turn you give to yourself when you feel fulfilled and you have a purpose and you're doing what you're called to do. So let's get a couple more cards of advice. What else does Pisces need to know in order to bring this new idea to the world that's so desperately needed from us, or yeah, from Pisceans in particular, the collective right now? Empress energy, in comparison to the Queen of Pentacles, super abundant, nurturer, somebody who is not only giving to themselves, but is also giving to the world, pouring their emotions and their emotional labor back into the world and the earth. And this person is pregnant with an idea, right? Like this is birth. This is you, Pisces, birthing this idea, and you're still, like I keep using the metaphor of like cooking. I don't know why, but like you're still cooking it up, you know, like you're still perfecting the recipe, if you will. You're still making the final touches on your idea. You're making sure everything's just right before you bring it into fruition. But look at all this abundance around you here, all this fire and just energy and pure like earth energy I'm feeling from this card. So the advice here is like, this is you. Don't deny that you are the Empress, Pisces, and you hold within you this Empress energy, and it's exactly what you're working to move towards. If you're not already here, you may already feel like the Empress, and if you do, like, wallow in that. Take so much time every day to just feel that sense of gratitude. Even if you're not here, that sense of gratitude for abundance, and for just being able to come up with new ideas and be a creator in general is such a gift. So sitting in gratitude for that is going to bring you a lot of prosperous energy. Eight of Pentacles. So we're just talking about work, right? What is it that we're working on that we want to bring to the world? The Eight of Pentacles, it's like telling me here that you've done so much work to stack these up. Maybe you've really honed in your craft over many years. Maybe this is something that you've been started 8 years ago. That's just now, like, you're coming to the point where you feel stable enough that you're ready to like start launching something new. All of these skulls here, I take this as the wisdom of our ancestors. So if you have like a spirit team or people like the Hierophant, you know, is out here, what I was talking about earlier, people that you learn from, people that you can read about, or spiritual texts that you read to give you more information, can really help you finish out this years of perfecting this idea, giving you like the insight that you may have been lacking to move forward and bring it out into the world. So I definitely recommend some more research, Pisces, and looking to those who have come before us. I'm going to pull out one more card of advice and then see what's on the back of the deck. Oop, I was hoping one would pop out. It's the Ace of Wands again. Yay! I love double confirmations like this. So, you know, this is just, yeah, absolute confirmation that you've been working on this idea for many, like, sun cycles here, right? A lot of different weather. You've been honing in this craft, this fiery thing that you're focusing on right now, this thing that's burning inside of you that you know you need to get out into the world. There's spirit guides here helping you move forward, giving you advice, surrounding you with peace and calm that you need to keep pushing forward and to create this idea and light the way. Like, I always think of the Ace of Wands as a torch. This idea is going to light the way for other people. It's not necessarily just about you and your own success. It's going to be something that is a light for others in an otherwise dark time. So have faith that you're going to be doing something worthwhile, Pisces. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I love this particular representation of the Nine of Pentacles. It is not as romantic as the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, where it's a woman standing in this luscious vineyard. This to me is the kind of independence and confidence that it requires to be vulnerable. So when you're your true self and you're vulnerable and you can show people all of the treasure that you hold it within you, it's not always comfortable. Sometimes it hurts, right? But it's what keeps that fire burning inside of us to move forward and to connect to others. And it's what gives us the kind of confidence to do things and stand in our own truth, to be independent and confident enough to say, I do have something of value to show the world. It takes guts to do that, Pisces. It takes strength, it takes vulnerability, and it takes, somebody who is convicted and passionate enough about what they have to give to others to open yourself up to the world. The Four of Pentacles is also here. I think that's like just a mirror of this Knight of Pentacles here as kind of a reminder to not spend all of your coins at once. Be strategic in how you're bringing this idea to life. If you have the fortune of having a good job, I would just say, make sure you have a cushion, make sure that you're keeping yourself mentally safe and physically safe while you're launching this idea, because it is going to bring you success. The Knight of Pentacles here is here, the Queen of Pentacles is here, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress card. So, keep the balance. Don't worry too much about this particular idea making you money right away, and hopefully you'll be able to make your money some other way for a while. But this is what is going to make the idea that you're creating the best it can be. If you're just focused on its artistic value, its emotional, spiritual value, its value to you as a thing of beauty that you want to share with others, there's no need to focus on monetizing it at the moment, or maybe a caution away from trying to think about monetizing it just yet, because it will bring you abundance and financial stability. But in the present, the recommendation that I keep hearing is just like, keep your day job, which isn't a negative thing. Like some of us, well, most of us have to hustle. We don't have the luxury of just starting a creative idea just without, keeping some sort of financial stability behind us. But this is supposed to be like an encouragement that your idea is going to be great. Your idea is going to be super valuable, and it's going to take you to a successful and an independent place too, Pisces. I'm getting a lot of independence here, and you standing on your own in your own, your own strength and your own coin, to where you can keep doing your thing without anybody's permission. So what a wonderful place to be free. I hope that you enjoyed the reading, Pisces. I hope this gave you some hope and some motivation to keep going. I'm excited for this idea to be birthed out into the world. If you feel like sharing any information below, I'd love to hear what you're cooking up. If you're not ready, please don't feel obligated at all, but say hi in the comments. The first video with 50 comments, I'm going to pick a subscriber there to win a free reading from me. Also, one of my first 500 subscribers is going to win a full hour reading from me. So there's a couple ways to win a free reading right now. If you comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Have a lovely evening or morning wherever you are in the world, Pisces. And as always, live long and prosper.